Alright, just a little bit more here. Technical support. I am absolutely not an expert at Angel. Matter of fact, you'll probably discover that I don't like Angel very much. I'm quite happy that we're going to be getting a new learning management system. But we're stuck with Angel right now. And so, unless it is a very minor problem, the way you're going to get help is by contacting EMBANet, and that website is right here. They are available 24/7 to help you. The college pays for them to help you. That's your best bet. Withdrawal policy, blah 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 blah. The withdrawal date this semester is Thursday, October 23rd. You have until then to withdraw without academic penalty. If you feel like you're failing the class or not doing well in the class and you're going to withdraw for those reasons, you should probably contact me first. Especially at the beginning of the semester or the first half of the semester when you don't have a whole lot of points rolling in and you feel like you're never going to make it to that 720 points needed for an A, it can feel very daunting. If you're withdrawing for those kinds of reasons, talk to me first. You're probably exactly where you should be. Class notes. Without a high-speed internet connection, you'll have a very, very, very hard time in this class. Not only a high-speed connection, but a consistent high-speed connection. Your computer needs to be up to date. If your operating system isn't up to date, if your software isn't up to date, if your computer is filled with spyware, trojans, viruses, etc., 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 this class will be very hard for your computer to handle. If you're using a Mac, please use Firefox as your browser. Angel does not play well with Safari. It's one of the reasons I'd like to get rid of it. But Angel is a very peculiar. Angel doesn't get along well with a lot of things. But in the past, we found that there are a few things that Angel will be doing really well with Safari, except for in a few ways, and all of a sudden, people have problems. At that point, Firefox would probably solve that problem. Oddly enough, because Angel is owned by Blackboard, which is owned by Microsoft, Angel wasn't communicating very well with the latest version of Internet Explorer either, but I think they've got those problems worked out. I don't know for sure. Again, if you have problems, contact EMBANet. The requirements for all critiques, analyses, and papers for this class is 1,000 words each. I hold the right to refuse any and all assignments that are under 1,000 words. In other words, you hand in something under 1,000 words, I have the right to absolutely refuse to accept it and give you a 0 on that assignment. If I do accept it, there will be a significant reduction in your grade. A Gordon Rule class is supposed to be a class where the students write 6,000 words in the semester. The 6 assignments we have that are 1,000 words each add up to that 6,000 words. So if you come in under that, you are actually not meeting the Gordon Rule requirement. And that's, well, there you go. By the way, my middle name is James. My middle name is James. Dean James Anthony. I will get things graded as quickly as I can. Bugging me about grades won't get it done any faster. It's just the truth. I'm not very good about grading things quickly. The truth of the matter is I wish I didn't have to give out grades at all, because from my point of view, either a student has learned something or they haven't learned something and they know it. So who cares about grades? But unfortunately, someone cares about grades, so I'm forced to give them. That's what it is. Now, here's something that most of you will not necessarily like, but tests in this class, tests 1 through 4, not the quizzes, but the tests are set up in a way that most of you won't like. You will get one question at a time, and you cannot go back and check your work. You will also have a very short time in which to take the test. I have not done this to make it harder for people. Especially, I have not done it to make it harder for people who have test anxiety, although I realize this could be something that happens. The point is to ensure that people who know the answers do well, and people who don't know the answers do not do well. If I gave you an unlimited amount of time to take the test and allowed you to go back and look over your work, you could simply use your book to take the test, and you would do, and people wouldn't have to study at all. I wish we had a dedicated testing center so I can make you all come into the college to take the test, and then I wouldn't have to have these restrictions. We don't have a dedicated testing center, so this is my solution. If you're not comfortable with the way I'm setting up these tests, drop the class and take this in a face-to-face version. That's what I have to say. I have tweaked the times on each test over the years so that I know that the majority of the students have no problem getting the test done in the time I've given them. As a matter of fact, most of the people who get A's on the tests do it even faster than the time given. It's a matter of knowing the material well before you sit down to take the test. Down here at the bottom are some, I've just given you a brief outline here of the way the class is laid out. However, there is a calendar that will be in the lessons area. It'll be the very first thing in the lessons area. I don't use the Angel calendar because I think it's awful. But there will be a calendar in there that will have the breakdown of every assignment, everything that's due, when quizzes open, when quizzes close, everything for the semester. That calendar is your friend. I will also write on there, if I've changed the calendar, I will let you know by a notification and or an email, and I put on the calendar what the last time I updated it was. Make sure you have the current version of the calendar. I believe that's all. Sorry that I've probably gone very quickly, but as you can tell, I don't feel good, and I'm just trying to get through this so that I can go lay down and hopefully get over this illness. Thanks.